Welcome back for, I guess this is probably the final video installment for the winter sports season. I'm Chuck Martinez-Brandon, joined by
Tim McDonough and
Lynn Groll.
And we're coming back. I guess we'll talk about boys basketball. We had a lot of teams going into the regional tournament, but didn't fare so well, I guess. Talk a little bit about what happened over at Bowling Green, Tom.
Yeah, I was there almost every day this week except for Saturday, and the only reason I wasn't there Saturday is because everybody lost. It's kind of crazy. We had Wayne Trace, Kalida, and Miller City on Tuesday night there in Division 4. Kalida moves on. They beat Wayne Trace, and Miller City, who was favored over Ottawa Hills, got beat. So that set up Friday's game between Kalida and Ottawa Hills, and everyone thought, well, the PCL was so great this year, they're going to roll over Ottawa Hills, and it didn't happen. Ottawa Hills played better. They got three really good kids, the Borowski kid, the Jameson kid, and the Bucky kid. Those kids can shoot. The Borowski kid led him to a state championship in soccer, and he was outstanding. Point guard, tough. And Ottawa Hills is going to state, not Kalida. That was Tuesday/Friday. On Wednesday, I was over to see Archbold and Plymouth go at it. Plymouth had a kid who scored over 2,000 points in his career, Brooke Turson. He was tough, hit the free throws at the end that separated them. Archbold was knocked out, I think, 42-37. Nobody left in Division 3. Thursday night went back over. Defiance, Port Clinton, Division 2. Everyone thought, oh, Port Clinton hasn't played anybody. They play in a weak league. They're undefeated, but Defiance will get them because they play better. And Defiance had a chance. Missed a 3 ball at the end and had a chance to at least tie with 2.2 seconds to go, but they couldn't get it done. Port Clinton advances, and they went on to state. So that left nobody. Nobody. Knocked them all out right there. We only had one team playing in the regional championship after all that.
I guess the good news is that Defiance lost, but it's good news for their baseball team. We were talking earlier that they weren't changing their schedule around whether they won or not.
No, if they had played in the state championship game on Saturday night, they would have turned around and played a baseball game at Archbold on Monday. That schedule hasn't changed. I talked to Coach Held about that, and he said, well, WBL starts the week after that. We got to play some games if we want to expect to contend for another WBL championship, so they were going to play no matter what. He said, we'll have to take our lumps, but I don't think they'll be taking very many lumps this year. They're stacked. Yeah. They're loaded. Yeah.
How about your Lady Bulldogs, Lenny?
They get started next week. They lose a couple big players. Their shortstop, Ashley Brandon, and then Lindsay Tobias in center field, who's playing at Toledo now. So those are two big holes they have to fill up the middle. But they got 7 kids back that started last year, so they should be right there. The WBL's got a lot of good teams, like always. Lima Bath's always good with Laura Ford down there, a Defiance College grad, and St. Mary's was young last year. They have a lot of people back, so WBL stacked again.
What do you got going on this spring, Chuck?
Just relax.
I'm like the Rover. I do it all. I take some pictures, and sooner or later I'll jump on somebody's wagon during the tournament trail. Last couple of years it's been Patrick Henry, so they've got a little bit back. So we'll see what they do. They lose some pitching, but back-to-back state titles, you can't.
Yeah, the 2-time defending state champion.
Can't sneeze at that stuff. So I don't know. I'll probably be all over the place.
Well, I think a week ago we were sitting here talking about NCAA basketball, and then he broke down the Kansas Jayhawks for us. I drank the Kool-Aid.
About 90% of the other people
I picked them. They're gone.
And who would have thought Saturday night watching that game, maybe the people that live in Cedar Falls, Iowa, in the 50-mile radius around there, but Northern Iowa just blows up everybody's bracket,
Crazy, isn't it?
It's been a crazy week. The 4 days of the tournament were maybe the best 4 days ever, I think. Northern Iowa, St. Mary's with Omar Samhan doing what he did, and some of the other teams. It was just wild over the weekend, I thought.
And Northern Iowa plays a Michigan State team that's minus their best player. They got a shot at playing for a Final Four, don't they?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are surprised that they went this far. But they were good all year. A lot of people that follow college basketball knew they were good, and Cornell too with what the Whitman kid has done. He can really shoot it for them. So some people are surprised, but I think people that follow college basketball are really understand that those two teams could make some noise.
Well, I thought we were in a consensus lock here last week when we talked about Kansas, and then someone over here to my right threw us a curveball, didn't you? Who'd you pick, Chuck?
I think I picked Kentucky.
Yeah, it's
still in it.
Looking pretty good right now.
The wrestling guy knows.
It's looking pretty good now. Well, I've got the other 3 number 1 seeds going to the Final Four. Lenny, how about you?
I got Villanova knocked out in the second round. Are you kidding me? Kansas going in the second round. So I've got who's in the upper right?
Kentucky.
Yeah.
But I think I had West Virginia beating them. Who knows? So I got 2 of my Final Four left with the team down on the left who's down there.
Well, I got 3, but my national champion was Kansas, so I can't win that.
Yeah,
what do you got?
Kentucky's all I got left, but they're still in the hunt.
You had Syracuse? You didn't have Syracuse and or Duke?
No. I'm not a believer in Duke. I don't know.
Neither was he. Obviously, taking Villanova.
Villanova, yeah.
I looked at that bracket and I thought Villanova's not playing well, and there isn't anybody in Duke's way down there. I just thought
Duke's
if
they got Baylor, I guess.
If the NCAA is going to lob them one, this is the year. They sure did. Didn't they? I mean, not that they can't get beat. I mean, you've seen, like you said, it's been crazy.
It's gonna be. Who knows who's going to be in the Final Four this year? May not even have a number 1 seed.
Yeah. Well. Now, we've been talking on here the past few weeks about getting some challenges for Challenge Chuck for this spring, and then we've seen a total of how many, Chuck?
I haven't seen any.
That'd be 0. Exactly. Where are you guys at? We need someone to step up and challenge Chuck out there in the high school, and could even be down even lower. We had what was her name?
Robinson.
Katie Robinson. Yeah. 5th grader at Fairview,
going to nationals on her update.
Yeah,
she well
just got dominated that week.
Dominated.
Poor performance by the Chuckster.
Yeah, she was good.
Come on, there's got to be a pole vaulter out there that wants to take on.
Is there a poll that wants to take
Come on, there's something track wise, there's something baseball, softball. There's got to be something out there. What other? Oh, tennis. There's got to be something out there to challenge Chuck. Send us those. CN Sports at Crescent-News.com. As always, check us out here. www.Crescent-News.com. They moved us up to the top of the page. We got top billing. Right. How about that?
Big time.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, and we're kind of, we're calling it the Tim and Chuck show, but with Lynn in here, we're going to have to come up with a new name.
That's right.
Our videographer over there thought TLC would be pretty good. We could play the Waterfalls theme, and when that comes on, maybe that's, if you have any suggestions for that, come up with a name for our show. If we're going to have Lenny in here, and we enjoy him, so if you have a name for us, send it to us. We'll figure it out.